My name is Lucy MacLean, and I'm an active contributor to the well-being of my community.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the rising career of Ella Purnell, aka Lucy MacLean, in Prime Video's Fallout.
Yeah, I think smiling and pretending you know what you're doing is 90% of the job done.
Early life and work.
I don't think I really knew I wanted to be an actor. It certainly wasn't, this might sound terrible, but it wasn't a dream of mine. It was more sort of like a curiosity.
Ella Summer Purnell was born on September 17, 1996, in England's Whitechapel area. Growing up, the East Londoner was a creative kid interested in various art forms.
You know, when you're younger, it's easier to act in a way because you just sort of follow your instinct. Everything's a lot more natural. But I felt like I wanted to do that training.
At 9 years old, she enrolled in acting, singing, and dancing classes at the Sylvia Young Theatre School. She also filmed a candy commercial. 2 years later, she made her theatre debut as a chorus girl in the West End's production of Oliver.
So what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will know.
Making the leap from stage to screen, Purnell landed her first film role in 2010's Never Let Me Go, playing the younger version of Keira Knightley's character Ruth. This gave the budding actress a unique opportunity to learn from an industry veteran, literally following in her footsteps.
We kind of cleared what she would be more like. So Keira was helping me, saying, you could say this line like this, because Ruth would be thinking this at the time.
Shortly after, Purnell also played the part of Kaylee in Gustavo Ron's Ways to Live Forever, a film adaptation of the Sally Nichols novel of the same name. In 2011, she starred alongside fellow Brit Clive Owen in her first horror film, Intruders. While she already had some film credits on her resume, Purnell also joined the Young Actors Theatre Islington to further hone her craft with artistic director Andrew Harries.
And I think I learned the majority of my craft actually spending hours in this room here, learning how to move on stage, how to ground yourself, how to project to the audience. I think, if it wasn't for Yati, I think I'd be in a very different position.
Film and fantasy. It wasn't until Ella Purnell's teen years that she started to think of acting, which began as a fun after-school hobby, as a viable career. She made her way into the comic book superhero genre, playing one of the high school mean girls in 2013's Kick-Ass 2. She didn't get much screen time, but the actress definitely stood out.
Because we feel fabulous.
Not for long.
In 2014, Purnell starred in the critically acclaimed indie drama Wildlike with Bruce Greenwood. Her performance as Mackenzie earned her at least 7 Film Festival Award nominations, 5 of which she won.
Pick it up, answer.
No, you answer it.
Answer.
No.
Pick it up.
Fine. Stupid. Low?
Surprise!
What?
It's for you.
This was also the year she appeared as a teenaged Maleficent in Disney's live-action original tale starring Angelina Jolie. Her scene was very brief, and this time she didn't get the chance to meet with the star. Similar to her experience with Knightley, the budding actress worked with Margot Robbie on 2016's The Legend of Tarzan. Although she's not credited, Purnell was a stand-in as young Jane Porter and spent weeks rehearsing with Robbie.
Kind of like they combined my face and Margot's face I was basically a body double that involved a lot of CGI. I really just wanted to work on that production and work with the people that I did.
Despite this impressive resume, it was in 2016 that Purnell really gained recognition as one of the most promising young talents of the time. She stepped into the lead shoes of aerokinetic teen Emma Bloom in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Tim Burton's adaptation of the book series. The life-changing role was a dream come true, especially getting to work with the legendary Tim Burton, one of her biggest idols.
It was such a pinch-me moment. I had no idea how this happened. And that was really like, wow, dreams actually, this is so cheesy, but dreams do actually come true.
In February 2017, Variety awarded Purnell with the Newport Beach Film Festival Breakthrough Artist Award and called her one of their 10 Brits to watch. Her film career continued to grow with more indies, including Access All Areas and UFO. Purnell also starred as Helen Garrett in the Brian Cox-led war drama Churchill.
Very good, Miss Garrett. Thank you.
The busy year got even busier with her return to the stage in Boundless Theatre's production of Natives, Glenn Waldron's Black Mirror-style play about teens and social media. And as if she hadn't worked enough in 2017, she also voiced the character Catherine Morland in Audible's audiobook of Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey.
How long have you been in Bath? About a week, sir.
Really?
But why should you be surprised, sir?
Why, indeed, but some emotion must appear to be raised by your reply, and surprise is more easily assumed and not less reasonable than any other.
Making it big on the small screen. Back in 2015, Ella Purnell appeared as Megan in Channel 4's Cyberbully, an intense docudrama led by Maisie Williams. The TV movie was her first foray into television, but she would return to the small screen just a few years later, playing Hester Argyle in BBC One's three-part miniseries based on Agatha Christie's ordeal by innocence.
What if Jack was telling the truth? What if he was innocent? What if he had an alibi? What if Dr. Calgary
was lying? Leave it.
These were transformative years for Purnell as she moved on from being considered a child actor to taking on more mature roles. In late 2017, she was cast in the role of Tess in Starz' adaptation of Stephanie Danler's novel Sweetbitter.
I think that home is the past. Who wants to visit the past?
Not only was this her first television show, it was the first time she played a leading character. And with Sweetbitter being set in New York, this was also a first for her working and living in the US. Purnell proved to have a talent for putting on an authentic-sounding American accent, so much so that she's had to convince people her British roots are the real deal.
He didn't believe me. And
He was like, stop doing this character, you're freaking me out.
And at first it was so nice, and then by the end I was like making him cups of tea, I was listing the kings and queens of England. I was like, how do I
You're like,
prove
bringing
to you?
corgis in, you're like, yeah, whatever we have to do.
Keeping with the book adaptations, Purnell also played Lady Maria Gray in Julian Fellowes' ITV period piece Belgravia. 2021 marked the start of her animation era, as she lent her voice to the chaotic Jinx in Netflix's Arcane, for which she snagged an Annie Award for Best Voice Acting.
That's me!
Half a dozen enforcers dead! Enforcers dead!
Yeah.
A building blown to pieces!
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Actually, I do.
Around the same time, she became the voice of Gwendala, or Gwyn, in the animated series Star Trek Prodigy, and later the video game Star Trek Prodigy Supernova. And although it's a small part, some fans might have caught her speaking in her natural British accent as an archaeologist named Jane in the Season 2 finale of Invincible.
I must inhabit a living male host to escape the curse of this tomb.
That's sexist.
Anyone who has seen Showtime's horror drama Yellowjackets will recognize Purnell as Queen Bee Jackie Taylor, the captain of the soccer team and best friend to Shauna Shipman. She managed to make an unlikable, often insufferable character a very sympathetic fan favorite. We won't reveal any spoilers here, but her work on the second season earned her a Best Actress nomination from the Hollywood Critics Association TV Awards.
We don't want people asking questions, will we?
Art and Advocacy. Ella Purnell once said that she's, quote, always felt strongly about defending the defenseless, and that's evident through her philanthropy. She's passionate about using her platform and visibility to call awareness to various causes, including mental health, women's rights, and education. She worked closely as an ambassador with Educate to Eradicate, which raises awareness and fights against FGM, forced marriage, and honor-based abuse through training and workshops.
Because we believe that the key to ending these harmful practices is through education.
In 2018, she also became an ambassador for Young Minds, a UK organization dedicated to the education and support of young people and their mental health. She's been open about her own experiences with anxiety and depression, often reminding her fanbase to practice self-care. She supports the Young Actors Theatre Islington, which offers performing arts classes and workshops for disadvantaged youth.
I think a huge amount of work goes into acting, and a lot more than people sometimes realize. You know, you only really see the tip of the iceberg, you don't see the whole mound that's underneath it.
Like most artists, Ella Purnell doesn't limit herself to one creative pursuit. Along with acting on stage and screen, she loves photography, music, and writing.
I just got a piano.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the first time I had a piano since I was a kid, because I used to play, and so I've been writing more, which has been really, really nice. It's like such a nice break.
She's had some of her writing published, including an essay about mental health in Scarlett Curtis's 2019 book, It's Not Okay to Feel Blue, and Other Lies. Purnell made her directorial debut with her 2023 short film, Junk Mail, which she co-wrote and co-starred in with her partner Max Bennett Kelly and others.
Look at me, I know it might not feel like it right now, but this is what you were born to do.
What? Why is everyone
Listen to me.
Fashion also became a bigger part of her life when she became a brand ambassador for Chanel. By far, one of the coolest things she's done was joining Film Independent's live reading of Jennifer's Body, playing the needy to Rachel Sennett's Jennifer.
Even when we were little, you used to steal my toys and pour lemonade on my bed.
Okay, and now I'm eating your boyfriend. See? At least I'm consistent.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. The Apocalypse and Beyond. Anyone unfamiliar with Ella Purnell quickly took notice of her talent in Fallout, Prime Video's live-action take on the popular video game franchise.
I just tracked him. Now the same to you if you try to follow me.
I'm too chicken. Thanks.
She plays Lucy MacLean, a young vault dweller with a can-do attitude forced to venture to the surface for the first time ever. She's met with criminals and creatures trying to kill her, steal her supplies, or both. And she's also at risk of being eaten by just about anything and anyone.
I'm not going back without my dad.
If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Purnell delivered a fantastic performance, and fans appreciated her respect for the beloved source material. It's an intimidating role, and she took training and research very seriously. Thankfully, the series was renewed for a second season.
You coming?
Purnell's first taste of the apocalypse came in Zack Snyder's 2021 zombie heist film Army of the Dead, where she starred as Kate, the estranged daughter of Dave Bautista's Scott Ward. She'll reprise her role in the anime prequel series Army of the Dead: Lost Vegas, though the status on its release is still up in the air as of April 2024.
You weren't there, Scott. You didn't call, you didn't visit, you didn't talk about it.
Coming up, Purnell is taking on another lead role as Rhiannon Lewis in Sky Atlantic's dramedy Sweet Pea, of which she's also an executive producer. The first season wrapped production in late December 2023.
A new challenging experience, which I always embrace. Definitely learning how to balance producing and acting in something was a whole new ball game.
But she's up for it. She's so hardworking.
Up for it.
In April 2024, Cannes Series honored Ella Purnell with the Madame Figaro Rising Star Award for all her exceptional work in the TV landscape. The lovable multi-hyphenate deserves all the praise and accolades, and we can't wait to see what she conquers next.
I did break a few props, but I didn't hurt anyone, and I didn't hurt myself. And I stretched, and I warmed up, and I got fit, and I quit smoking, and you know, that's not something I ever thought I could do, so I'm proud.
So much to be proud of.
What's your favorite Ella Purnell role? Did you love her in Fallout? Let us know in the comments below.
I don't know who you are or how you know the things that you do, but you are going to get across that wasteland. And we're going to do it together. Okay? That's a promise.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.